Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest and welcome to August the 22nd of 2024. We have about 1 hour and 40 minutes left of trading, including the closing auction. And overall, today's been pretty good, apart from small caps down a little bit. But tech's had a good day, mining a pretty good day as well. And just like yesterday, there were a flurry of financial results being released. And unlike yesterday, I didn't spend too much time trying to go through these results. What I actually did today was I just wrote down the companies, the ticker codes, and I just waited to see how the market's going to react. So in a way, I've totally ignored these announcements, totally ignored the numbers or any sort of outlook. I can have a look later for some of these companies. I just depended on the market. Just wanted to see how the market reacted. And interesting enough, that is something I've been thinking about. That do I have to look at these results? Just look at the market reaction, look at the chart, that sort of thing. And then you can probably get a pretty good gauge on whether the results beat or were short of expectations, and or whether the financial year 25 guidance, if the company released it, were better or worse than expected as well. And on that note, I was actually listening to a podcast the other day. What's it called? Talking Within, no, Wealth Within, with Dale something. And he just mentioned that he doesn't even look at announcements ever. Doesn't look at announcements, doesn't look at any news flow. He just relies on the chart. He actually said that typically when a company releases a good announcement, the market already knows about it and the share price is already an uptrend. So he actually thinks there's a lot of insider trading out there. I'm not that cynical, but I do believe the market is smarter than I am. And when a company might release a good announcement, there is a chance, well, not a chance, there is a possibility, well, I suppose that's the same thing as a chance. There is a good chance that the market knows that some good announcements might come. And that's why you might see the share price move into an uptrend. It doesn't always work. In fact, a few companies today who release their results, share price were in uptrends, and then the results disappointed the market, and the share price has dropped. I'm trying to remember those companies. Insignia was one of them, and I'm pretty sure there was another company whose share price was in an uptrend, and the share price took a pretty big dive today. Maybe it was G8 Education. I'm looking at all the companies here. Quite a few companies I want to discuss in today's video. So it was a much less stressful morning. And when I say stressful, I don't usually get stressed. Even yesterday, I wasn't that stressed. It was just I was trying to go through all the announcements fairly quickly, and I was just a little bit overwhelmed with time. Not a problem today. In fact, the other thing I noticed yesterday when I went through my screeners is if I look at my unusual volume screener, it picks up all the breakouts perfectly almost. So maybe that's all I should do. Have the morning off, in the evening, come back, have a look at the breakouts via the unusual volume. And that's exactly what I'm looking for, because I'll show you the unusual or my unusual volume screener, and that does filter out most of the companies I would not consider breaking out. Okay, so what is the agenda for today's video? Just like yesterday, I'm not going to talk about the top 5 stocks of the day. I will discuss some of the companies that did release results today in a little bit more depth than other companies, because these companies' share price moved down a fair bit. Yes, I'm looking at you, Megaport. Also going to discuss 3 companies who did not release results, trading updates, or an FDA approval for something. And yeah, those are Next Science, Cons Food, and Clarity Pharmaceuticals. I'm also going to show you a chart. Moneyme. I took a position in this company the other day because the share price looked like it was going to break above 10 cents. And whenever a share price tries to break above 10 cents, and it has been trying for months and months and months, I think finally the other day it was going to break out above and stay above 10 cents. And I think today we have confirmation on that. So I'll show you the Moneyme chart, and I'll show you what I'm talking about there. Okay, but first of all, let's have a look at the ASX today. I've already discussed it's been a pretty good day, unless you're in small caps, but I think a lot of those small caps are probably small companies. Well, they are small companies because of small caps. It's sort of like non-revenue, non-profitable companies. Sort of companies I would not invest in. That is the reason why my small cap portfolio does fairly well, but the small cap indice does not do well, because a lot of crap is in the small cap indice. Okay, so let's have a look at the sectors and indices. IT is up again, 1.92%. I have a feeling, just an inkling, that Wisetech is up a fair bit today. The reason I have an inkling is because I had a look before I started recording, and Wisetech was up a fair bit again. So this is another case of you could have bought yesterday on this breakout. It wasn't really a breakout for America. It's more of like a continuation of the uptrend, sort of confirmation. And the share price, yeah, is up 9.5%. And that is the reason, more than likely, that IT is up 1.92%. I can actually confirm that because they do have a list of companies within this particular sector. So let's have a look-see. And if you rank it by market cap, there's Wisetech, up 8.46%. Although Codan's had a good day as well. I'm a little bit surprised to see Codan is in the IT sector, I suppose, yeah. Although down the bottom, we have Megaport, down 21%. Yeah. So, and then Data3 down 8.8. What's happening there? It was up a lot yesterday, down a lot. And Objective Corporation, which I do own, is up 4.4, and they did release results today. So main driver of the good day for IT is because of Wisetech. Industrials up 0.96%. What's been driving that? No idea. So let's have a look. And again, we'll list this by market cap. And probably driving the industrials is Brambles. Again, just like yesterday, another good day. And it's really interesting. And I might show you all the potential breakouts yesterday just to see how they've performed today. A few companies have gone up. One company's gone significantly down. Did I list them? Yeah, I've got them listed here. So I'll show you those companies in a second, or maybe more than a second. Okay. Let's go back to the sectors, and utilities down 0.46%. Otherwise, most of the indices are down except for small caps or the small ordinaries, XSO down 0.22%. The ASX 20 up a little bit, 0.14%. I'm assuming a few of the financials, so a few of the banks are down. Materials is up. I'm assuming another okay day in iron ore. I have not had a look. So let's have a look at the ASX 20. Of course, Wisetech is up. I'm going to say 8 companies up, 12 down. Oh, I was going to go 7 down, 13 up. I was completely wrong. Okay, and the best performing company today was Wisetech. Of course, we already know that. And then here, Fortescue, BHP and Rio Tinto all up as well. So that means, yeah, iron ore has had a couple of pretty good days. On the flip side, REA Group down, Westpac down, Santos, Transurban, and Woodside. So energy, not a good day. Okay, so let's get to the best and worst performing companies on the ASX. And we are going to see a lot of companies that did release results today. Not only today, possibly even yesterday. And maybe we've seen some companies whose share price did really well yesterday and really bad today. Yes, Data3. Or maybe the other way around. Probably less so. Companies that did badly yesterday and pretty good today. You don't usually see that all that often. Occasionally you do, but the other instance, companies whose share price did really well one day and then badly the next day, you see that a little bit more common. Not sure why. Anyway, so list of companies by percentage change. First, Lithium, Ion Drive, Infinity Mining, Inhalerex. These are companies I've never heard. Well, I've heard of some of these companies, but I've never had a look at these companies. They're all really small companies. More than likely, they have not generating any revenue. So let's just move on to the first big company. That is Globe International. Did I put this on my list? Yes, I did put this on my list. Globe International sells shoes, I believe. I could be wrong there. Up 22%. Now, the turnover is fairly small, but that does have a market cap of 126 million. So that is a fairly significant increase in one day for a company of that size. And there's Moneyme, up 20%. So up to 12 cents. So I'm almost at the point where I'm confirming the share price of Moneyme is breaking out. So I did take a small position, sort of an initial position in Moneyme, and I will look to add to that trade over the next few days, particularly if I see the share price pull back towards 10 cents. I think that's a possibility. And there's Hipages, up 16.41%. They also released results today. Market cap of the company is only 200 million. And let's have a look at companies by market cap, and we're going to see way more companies here. There's Wisetech, another good day. Super Retail, Codan, both released results today. Clarity Pharmaceuticals received, and I'll talk about not talk about Clarity Pharmaceuticals right now. So Clarity Pharmaceuticals received FDA clearance or orphan status, I believe, fast track designation. I'm pretty sure that's because it's orphan or something like that, maybe. Maybe could be completely wrong. And usually they do a fast track for orphan stuff. They don't mention anything about orphan stuff here, but fast tracked, and I do like the sound of that. So has been granted fast track designation for CU SAR BIS PSMA for positron emission tomography, imaging of prostate specific membrane antigen, positive prostate cancer lesions with suspected metastasis who are candidates for initial definitive therapy. So nothing about orphan. A lot of times you will say a company's drug fast tracked because it is orphan, but usually you do see the orphan in there. So good news for Clarity Pharmaceuticals. I do have a position in this, sort of like a hedge against Telix or for Telix Pharmaceuticals. And this is a chart. And this is a good day because the share price now at an all-time high for Clarity Pharmaceuticals. So things are still moving in the right direction for this company. Now let's go back to the top gainers. MA Financial released results. Opthia. I don't think this company released results, but I could be wrong. Let's have a check of Opthia. I don't know anything about this company, and they did not release anything. That's just noise, which might be a little bit me. PYC Therapeutics. I'm pretty sure this company didn't release anything. It's a non-revenue company, so even if they did release their financial results, I wouldn't have a look at it because they're not producing or selling anything. So they're just talking about Q3 investor webinar. There you go. I say this is just noise again for PYC. Universal Stores release results. Servcorp release results. Doug Technology release results. Pretty sure Appen didn't. Finbar release results. When did they? Was it last night? Let's have a look. Yeah, last night. Oh, they released their annual report. There you go. Nido, don't remember them releasing theirs. Hipages. Pointsbet release results. Wagner's results. So you can just see a lot of companies release results, and the market has been positive about these companies today. As we go down the lists, no, that's it. I think, RAS Technology did, RTH. And that's it. Okay, so let's have a look at the worst performers. And just because some companies have performed really well today doesn't mean other companies have not. Other companies have not disappointed. In fact, times like these, I probably expect more disappointing results than better results or better than expected results. I don't know. It seems like we're the opposite right now. We're seeing better. We're seeing better reactions from the market than worse reactions from the market. Did I say that right? I don't know. Okay, there is Megaport. So that definitely disappointed the market. And I'll talk about Megaport a little bit more later in the video. That is probably one company I do want to talk about, their results. On the surface, they looked okay. And then I had a look at the forward guidance for financial year 25, and did seem a little bit light. And then I did get confirmation that, it was below expectations. And when a company does release any sort of guidance and it's below consensus or forward or any sort of expert guidance or whatever you want to call it, the market is going to savage that company's share price. Insignia, this is the one where the share price was in an uptrend, so the market got this one wrong. So just because the share price might be an uptrend doesn't necessarily mean they're going to release good news. Usually yes, but not necessarily. And Insignia, I'll show you that company, down 14.33%. Big River, this was a case where the market got it absolutely right, down 13.3%. Collins Food, down 12.4%. They did not release results, but Collins Food did release a trading update. And you can just tell by the share price going down 12.47%, it was a negative trading update. And this is, I will always, so even though I did not look at financial results, I always will have a look at trading updates without fail. So this popped up and I went, I'm going to have a look at it. So this was really, it was negative. And funny enough, I did a tweet on this. And when I sent the tweet, the indicative price or indicative price of Collins Food was up 3.4%. And I was like, it sounded really negative. I was like 99.99% sure it was negative, but maybe it was not as negative as the market expected. But then within minutes of the, well, not maybe minutes, within like 10, 20 minutes of the market opening, the indicator price just tanked. So it was just a bit of shenanigans. That was about an hour before the market opened, I think. Yeah, about an hour before the market opened. Anyway, this was pretty negative, and they're just talking about how they did have higher sales, but those higher sales were offset by persistent inflation on cost of sales, labor, and energy. They also mentioned same-store sales performance continued to reflect weaker consumer sentiment in Australia and Europe. And this is what I found really interesting. And the impacts arising from the conflict in the Middle East, which has affected sales in the Netherlands. I'm not sure what the relationship is between Middle East and the Netherlands. Why just the Netherlands? Why not Germany and Australia? Don't know. No idea. Although Taco Bell did okay, looks like. Anyway, so that's why the share price is down for Collins Food. And really interesting, this company had some bizarre trading. What day was it? The 25th and 26th of June, not that long ago. So on the 25th of June, they must have released results or something. In fact, we can verify that. 25th of June. I do remember the day. Yeah, they released results on that day, 4-year results. And the market share price was up on that day by 7%. The next day, the share price dropped. Was it almost, by 8.9%. So really interesting shenanigans with, that's the second time I've said that word, with Collins Food. And just look at this chart. It looks ugly. So some people got, on the 25th of June, got a little bit too excited on that day. And then the share price dropped almost immediately. So this is pretty bad looking chart for Collins Food. And if the share price falls below $7, that would be fairly bearish. That was the lows the company saw back in late 2022. Not as low as during the COVID-19 financial panic. Is there any value in this? I don't know. That's your job. It could be value. Anyway, so that's Collins Food down 12.4%. Phineas, they released results the other day. ARN Media released results, yes. So let's have a look by market cap. There should be more in this right now. Domino's Pizza released results yesterday, down a little bit, down even more today. Same thing with Corporate Travel Management, released results yesterday, down again. Redox, we'll show you the chart for that one. So sort of like a positive reaction on open, share price dropped almost immediately. Data3, up yesterday, sort of like Collins Food, up significantly yesterday, down significantly today. Not sure. GA Education down big. Monahs IVF down big. All these companies released results. I'm pretty sure Phineas released their results a few days ago. Maybe it was just yesterday. 21st? Yeah, 21st. Yeah. So yesterday. What did the share price do yesterday? Only down a little bit. And pretty big volume coming in today. So what might be happening here with Phineas, or even this could be true for some of the other companies on this list. Some of the analysts have put the numbers into their spreadsheet or their valuation calculator, and it's just taken a little bit of time to do that, sort of like a delayed reaction. The machine spat out some numbers this morning and went, oh, I've got a much lower valuation for Phineas. I better sell my shares. And maybe it's just not fund managers. Maybe it's retail investors. I don't know. So we're seeing that sort of reaction. Acrow is another one company I want to show you, down 11% after opening higher on open. Cogstate release results. Not Road Biosurgery. There's Big River. Anything else here? Redox Shop did. Experience Co did. Yes, Experience Co did. And something out with Sinley Milk, but I don't really want to show it. And there is Next Science, down 9.8%. Next Science did release another trading update. Don't think they called it a trading update. They called it a guidance. Next Science revises financial year 24 guidance. So just like Collins Food, I am going to have a look at this particular announcement. And it was negative, definitely negative. They mention here, where is it? And of course, I won't be able to find it right now. It was negative. Trust me on that. Trust me. Okay, here it is. Recent sales results have been below expectations, with the transition taking longer than originally forecast. That transition is to a new cost base or something like that. So they've delayed. What they've done is they've delayed their forecast of becoming cash flow positive from the second half of financial year 24 to the last quarter of this year or the first quarter of next financial year. They've also decided not to give any revenue guidance, so they've got rid of that. And instead of just saying EBITDA and cash flow positive, they've gone adjusted EBITDA and cash flow positive. I wish they would stick to the same metric. There is a little bit of difference between EBITDA and adjusted EBITDA, but they should stick to the same metric. Don't just change it in your new guidance. That's just my opinion. Okay, so Next Science down a little bit, but again, if you look at the chart for Next Science, there's absolutely no reason to even be thinking about buying shares in this company, because that's the chart. Well, that's the weekly chart, but the weekly chart looks pretty bad. The daily chart looks pretty bad as well at this point in time. So no reason to get excited by Next Science. Okay, so let's get to the results of today. What I'll do what I did yesterday. Emma Watson giving a speech on feminism. No, I don't want to. Do not have no desire to watch that. Okay. I think I'll do the same thing as yesterday. I'll just go through the charts. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for breakouts. Actually, what I'll do first is I'll have a look at my screener. Let's do that. I'm just going to, why can't I expand that up? There we go. That's why. So this is my unusual screener. So what I've got is a new 3-month high. So what I'm looking for when it comes to a breakout is at least a 3-month high, preferably a 6-month high. So I've got here 3-month high. So that's one tick. And I'm also looking for companies who release financial results or good financial announcement. So I need some good volume, unusual volume. So I do have that. This is unusual volume and new 3-month high, at least a 3-month high. The only thing I don't have here is announcements, but I know what companies have released announcements. So let's go through this list. We have 37 companies triggering today. I wonder if that would be today. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if this updates automatically. Anyway, so we have Wisetech at the top. And that was yesterday. And some good volume. In fact, I'm just going to get rid of this. Some really good volume again today. So 2 good days in a row for Wisetech, just like Brambles. By the way, these are ranked by market cap. So 2 good days in a row for Brambles. I have not had a look at, in fact, I did not buy any shares at all today for these potential breakouts. In fact, what I'll do, now I'll do this at the end. I'll look at how some of the other companies that were showing breakout signals yesterday, how they've performed today. Brambles was one of them. I forgot to actually talk about Brambles, but this is a pretty good looking chart for Brambles. Nice reaction from the market and 2 really good days in volume. So those are 2 companies who released results yesterday, and that positive momentum has continued in today. So I think both of these companies are breaking out. I wouldn't necessarily call Wisetech a breakout. If we go back to Wisetech, the share price was sort of consolidating, wasn't it? It was consolidating. Yeah, it was about 6 months. I'm calling this a breakout. It's not a quasi breakout. It is a breakout. Share price really not doing anything. Now it's broken out. And the same sort of thing for Brambles. Share price not really doing much, and all of a sudden it's taken off on pretty good volume. I'm going to call both of these, confirming both of those are breakouts. Eagers Automotive. Not sure why this is popping up on the list. I didn't actually put this down. Yes, I did. And the reason this is popping up on the list is because the share price did open up at a 3-month high. The share price has sold off during the day, and the share price is actually down by 2%. So this actually is at least a 3-month high, but this would not trigger because the share price is actually down. Did hit a 3-month high, and if you look at the 5-minute chart, you'll notice there was a bit of buying on open. Share price on open, it actually opened up 5% higher, and then in the second 5 minutes, the share price dropped 6.8%. So that's a pretty violent reaction. And this is, again, further confirmation that don't buy or sell on open, because sometimes you just don't know. Don't get too excited. That's probably the lesson to learn. Don't get too excited. If it is a good result and the share price remains up, you probably have a good chance to buy during the rest of today or even tomorrow or the next day. But a lot of times you will see this sort of reaction from the market. Share price opens up, immediate selling. I won't say it's professionals taking advantage of retail investors or the amateurs, but I just see this happen all too often, and it's the reason why I will not buy or sell on open when a company releases results or any sort of positive financial news, unless I know for a fact this is really positive and the share price will take off. But I don't have that confidence when it comes to results, and this is why. So it's Eager Automotive. So pop up on my unusual volume, and there is unusual volume today. Objective. I was not going to talk about this, but the share price today, just like Eagles Automotive, did get to at least a 3-month high, almost a 5-month high. Share price has pulled back a little bit, but still the share price is up 3.5%. I do own shares in this company, and I will have a look at these results later in the day. On first glance, and I had a really quick glance, they look pretty good. Superloop released results, was it yesterday? Yep, yesterday, another good day. So another good day today. So unlike Wisetech and Brambles, whose share price were really going sideways, not doing much, share price of Superloop was in an uptrend. So this is a case of not really a breakout, but sort of confirmation of the uptrend, confirmation of the enthusiasm of the market. A beautiful uptrend. And there's me buying some shares at 80 cents when they released results in February. This is what could happen. And you can see back in February, I bought on the day they released results. More than likely would have been towards, this could have been a case where I bought near the open. And I was confident the share price would rise because I bought at 79.5 cents. And then the next day, oh no, wait there. I have a feeling I bought this on a breakout. I have a feeling they released the results on the 26th. Let me confirm that. So this is sort of like what Dale was talking about, buying on a breakout without relying on knowing any sort of announcement or relying on announcements. So I bought on the 22nd, and there was a pop-up on the 26th. 22nd, and there was a pop-up on the 26th. No, they did release the results on the 22nd, and then on the 26th, there was a takeover bid. That's right, takeover bid. So I did buy on release of their results, but I bought, look, according to this, I would have bought near the open. Anyway, so I sort of made myself a liar. I will very rarely buy near the open. More than likely, I didn't buy on the open in this particular occasion, but I had a look, probably had a look at the results and I went, oh, this is pretty good. And then just by luck, a few days later, they had a takeover bid. And you just see here again today, yesterday, nice little rally in the share price up 6.6%. And today up another 5.7%. So sort of a continuation of the uptrend for Superloop. So not a traditional breakout. What I mean by breakout again, I've got those three conditions, but I really want to see the share price breaking out from a consolidation period. This is sort of like a continuation of the uptrend, which is actually less powerful than those traditional breakouts that breaking out of, what do you call it? Of consolidation period. MA Financial. This one might look pretty good. Is this a breakout? Okay. Funny enough, they released results in February. Market hated it. Share price down 20% on that day. So again, just like America, there is this fickleness. There's very short-sightedness of the market. So the market didn't like the results in February. 6 months later, the market liked it. And now the share price could be breaking out. Share price was in a downtrend. So this is a case, I think the market got it wrong. The market got this completely wrong. They thought MA Financial was going to release disappointing numbers or weak numbers. And maybe it was disappointing, but not as bad as the market expected. And the share price right now is up 13.83%. Last time the share price was this high was back in April. So we are talking about a 4-month high in the share price. Well, it has to be at least a 3 months because it's in this screener. So this looks pretty good. I do like MA Financial. This is a first really potential breakout I have today. Universal Store. Okay, this is also sort of like Superloop, where it's sort of a continuation of the uptrend. We had a nice little dip, and this purple zone was a resistance zone. It actually pushed through that resistance zone on the 20th, 2 days ago. 2 days ago. So you could have actually saw this trigger on any sort of screener. Share price went above 620 and went, oh, this is broken out above the resistance zone. And that could have been a buy just yesterday if I was following this a little bit more closely. And today's share price is up 11.8%. So no doubt these results were good, better than expected. Maybe even their guidance was pretty good. The only concern I would have, there has been a little bit of selling today. Share price did reach a high of $8. And now the share price is $7.09. Just going to have a look at the 5-minute chart. Well, that's interesting. So in the first 5 minutes, I'm going to have a look at the 1-minute chart. not sure what is happening there. I can't see can't see $8. So at 10:10 a.m., $8 was reached. It might have been reached like one trade. And if I have a look at course of sales, if we go all the way back to the start, so it opened at 671. So, and within 10 minutes, $8. I'm looking for 8. I don't see any 8. I'm not sure where that 8 is coming from. I don't know. Well, this is a weird one. I'm not sure where this 8 is coming from. I did not see any 8 in the course of sales, which may mean that one day the daily chart or the daily candlestick is not that bad. So this is definitely, I wouldn't say a traditional breakout, but just confirmation of the bullishness in the market. Maybe that's the best way to say it. Emeco Holdings, well, share price is down 4%. So this is another case where the share price got to an all-time high today, but the bit of selling during the day has seen the share price drop. And this is another case of the share price actually already in an uptrend. And this could have been confirmation of that uptrend today. But share price is actually down now. Servcorp, this one looks pretty good. This is another case, a beautiful breakout for Servcorp on the 16th of November. That could have been the AGM. Share price on that day up 12.8%. Then the share price went sideways for about 3 months. Amazing. You could have bought. Had a long time to buy some shares in this company. Went sideways. Let's go back. Yep, sideways. And then for some reason, the share price started to increase in February, March, and it's continued to just gradually go higher. And today, share price up 11%. And this is a beautiful looking candlestick. So Servcorp is a breakout. Humm had a good day yesterday, so I don't really have to talk about. Not a lot of selling today. So continued good volume, but not a lot of selling. That could be a good sign for Humm. Someone did mention the results were pretty bad. Or Gazmo says Humm results were just average, just the company share price has been previously smashed by bad results in the past. So there is that potential that the market expected worse for Humm Group. And because they were a little bit better, the share price goes up, which makes no sense to me, because some of this doesn't make sense. Because when you have a look, I'm talking about Reliance Worldwide. So I looked at the valuation of the company, had a P ratio of 26. So if the market expected the numbers to go backwards, why were they saying that the valuation of this company, well, P ratio of 27 is good for this company, if you're expecting the numbers to be worse? It just doesn't make sense. And then when the results were a little bit better than expected, share price rallies. Oh, makes the valuation even higher. And even in the Reliance Worldwide, they said they don't expect much growth this year. So it's just weird that if results slightly beat expectations, even if those expectations are really bad, the share price could rally by 35%. Anyway, I have not had a look at the Humm Group's results to confirm that, but the market liked it, and this is very close to breaking out. So if you just extend this sort of zone here, in fact, I'll put the line there. So share price is right on the highs Humm saw back in February. And then the company released results on the 20th of February. Share price dived, dropped just like MA Financial, and now it's rallied back up. Okay, what else do we have here? Stockland Metals, Finbar. Let's have a look at Finbar. So this is another case where the share price has another case where the market expected something good coming out of this company, and the company delivered today when they released their results. Pretty sure this is a property developer. I could be mistaken. And Serrata note Pointsbet. It did release results. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to have a look at the adjusted chart to take into account dividends. So you get a different perspective. And the share price in a nice uptrend. And today the share price got to a 3-month high. Some good volume coming in as well. Another company, they released results. Pointsbet. Hipages. This might look pretty interesting. I'm going to get rid of the adjusted. I don't think this company has dividends. So this is another case where the sentiment has shifted, definitely shifted, probably shifted late last year, early this year. Share price, according to this, broke out. I shouldn't say it broke out. the trend and sentiment shifted in late February, and that could have been again around the results. And then the share price from February all the way through to August, so 6 months, share price went sideways, a consolidation period, and then today, lo and behold, share price has taken off. Although you can see the share price sort of breaking or trying to break out the previous 2 days, so on the 20th and 21st. So this is another case of the share price breaking out. Hipages. Brightstar Resources, Centrepoint Alliance. They must have released something. Harmony Corp, Prime Financial. No. Green Technology, Comms Group released results yesterday. So another good day for Comms Group, CCG. Now we're getting to companies with markup of $20 million. Seems like that's it. So according to that, that's the only breakouts today. I actually didn't write Hipages. So we have MA Financial, Servcorp, Hipages, and a few companies who are just seeing a nice little rally in the share price, but this is sort of embedded within an uptrend. Now we can have a look at all the other companies that have released results today that may have not popped up on my screener. So let's go through those fairly quickly. I will start with Megaport. I'll have a quick look. Megaport. I'll have a very quick look at their results. Interesting enough, the share price yesterday for Megaport was up 5.1%. And I saw that and went, ooh, wonder if the market knows something here. Wonder if the market knows the results are pretty good. And then the market got smashed today. So again, just because the share price might be moving up, like Megaport has in the past few weeks, doesn't necessarily mean the market knows anything. The market was just wrong in this case. And in fact, I wouldn't have even bought on yesterday's candlestick. It was still in a downtrend. I'll get rid of this because I'm not holding Megaport right now. This is one of the results I did have a look at. The main reason I had a look at the results of this is I did see someone say, oh, they were pretty good. And I was like, oh, are they? Okay, let's have a look. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Nice reaction from the market yesterday. Not reaction, a nice price action from the market yesterday. And I forget which one. Was it the announcement I looked at? Where there was, so the numbers were pretty good, I thought. So it had nice increase, and then there was the outlook, and yeah, the company expects financial year 25 revenue to be in the range of 214 to 222 million, and FY25 EBITDA to be between 57 and 65 million. So the market expected a little bit more than that. That's why the share price is down, and it was lower than expected. And I do have confirmation from a few sources that the analysis expectations for financial year 25 for Megaport were higher than the guidance they have delivered or they gave to the market today. And that's exactly why the share price is down, because of that negative guidance. Maybe even, actually, I don't think so. In fact, I'll show you the tweet. I'll show you the tweet, Rudy Villa Biggie. This is one of the, I got two sources. So this was Rudy Villa Peck Van Dyke. Here it is. This is the tweet. So this is from, I do like Rudy's tweets because he looks at, what do you call them, fundies or whatever, Evans and Partners. This is who did this little report. So the results, financial year 24 results, are in line with expectations. So the financial year 24 numbers were okay, but guidance is quite a bit below expectations and is likely to see reasonable consensus downgrades, at least 5%. As such, we would expect the stock to see some pressure today. And boy, we have seen some pressure. There you go. So that's the reason why the share price of Megaport is down. And the last time share price was this low, not that long ago, talking about January of this year. Share price of Megaport can be quite violent on the release of the results. So in February, actually no, 30th of January, when they probably released the last Appendix 4C, share price was up 27.6%. And I don't believe they release Appendix 4Cs anymore. Maybe they should. So that's Megaport. I've already talked about Brambles, so I don't have to talk about you. We'll talk about Acrow. This one is interesting. No, looking at the results, I thought the results were pretty good. The market cap of this company, or the P ratio of this company, is fairly low and nice growth. And I was not surprised the share price opened up on opened higher on opening. I think it was $1.14, $1.15. Yesterday's share price closed at $1.11. And then within minutes, again, just like some other companies, share price just went. And yeah, share price right now is down 10%. Pretty big volume coming through. And leading into these results, you can see a bit of pressure on the share price. And the chart was in a bit of a short-term downtrend. In fact, you could almost put a downtrend there. Yeah, almost. It almost fits perfectly. Could cheat and put it there. Almost fits perfectly. So there is a bit of a downtrend with Acrow right now. This could be a bit of a value play. So nice growth. But again, I have to have a closer look at their results. And again, if you have a look at the 5-minute chart, you'll see the share price open up higher on the day. And then, well, after that first minute or so, the share price went to 95 cents in fact, I'm going to have a look at the 1-minute chart. Share price went from $1.15 all the way to 95 cents in about 8 minutes. Yes, 8 minutes. So whoever bought on open was already down, I'd say about 20%. Is that right? 20%? Yeah, about 20% within 8 minutes. And then, of course, we saw a bit of a bounce, and then it's all over the place since then. So that's Acrow. Need to have a closer look. I didn't think the results were that bad, but obviously I'm missing something. MPL. This could be another one where, share price has been all over the place. It's been as high as $4, now $3.82. If you have a look at the 1-minute chart, in fact, it opened higher on open. So this is a familiar theme, similar theme that we've seen a lot this year. Share price opening up on open or opening higher on open, then share price just dives. And in fact, there's been continuous pressure on Medibank share price during or today. In fact, you can see it on the daily chart, by the way. This red candlestick, it's one of the worst candlesticks you can see. Share price opened at the high of the day and is moving towards closing at the low of the day. You can't get any more negative than that sort of candlestick. So that's Megabank. Did I call that right? Medibank? I didn't say Megaport, did I? Environmental Group. I actually would have expected this to be, volume. Okay, I expected this company to be on my unusual volume screener, but the volume today is not unusual. Yeah, it's just above average, so it's not unusual volume. But a nice looking chart for Environmental Group. Share price did get to at least a 3-month high, maybe even an all-time high. I don't know, but a nice looking chart. Company's profitable. I'm pretty sure it's probably cash flow positive. So have a look at Environmental Group if you really want to. Emeco or Emeco, EHL. This is another case where the share price has dropped during the day. So many of these second or similar situations. Share price opened at the high of the day, and within 30 minutes, it was at the low of the day. Share price went from 88 cents to 80 cents within 20 minutes. So 10% drop in share price over that period of time for Emeco. And otherwise, share price in an uptrend, doesn't look that bad. Did I actually show this company before? I have a feeling I've already shown this company before. Was this in my screener? I reckon this was in my screener. Why am I showing Emeco again? Let's have a look at a gold company. Northern Star. Okay. Not much to say here. Share price at about a 3-month high, close to a 3-month high, maybe not quite there yet. Oh, it is. It's at a 3-month high today. So nice chart or okay chart for Northern Star. This is one where the market got wrong. Insignia Financial. In fact, I am trading this. Was trading it. Looks like it was trying to break out. Share price trying to get into an uptrend. Released results today. Results were negative. Share price down 13.48%. Lucky enough for me, if I did sell out on these results, not much of a loss. Because I bought at 267, share price now 254. So that can be a benefit if you get in early enough. Even if a company releases results that disappoint, you can sell at a small loss or even at a small gain. I'm not sure what I'll do with this because I'm just going to wait till tomorrow because there is a chance, probably a slight chance, share price might rally tomorrow. Don't know. I'll have to wait and see. So that's Insignia. One the market did get right is Big River Industries share price in a brutal downtrend. We did see a bit of a rally in the share price not long ago, but it didn't really break the downtrend for me. And I think the market was just expecting some pretty weak numbers from the company, and they did provide what the market expected today. Even though they were pretty weak numbers, I had a very quick look. The market is still selling off on this company. Share price down 13.3%. However, the share price was or has recovered a little bit. It was down as much as almost would say about 18%. But yeah, nothing in a Big River chart to see. Pointsbet. Did I show you Pointsbet? I can't remember. Yeah, I did because I did adjust it. Okay. Super Retail Group. This one does look interesting. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, again, I was wondering why this didn't pop up on my screener, and the reason is the volume was not that strong. So I do want to see good volume when I see the share price look like this, because if you have weak volume, there's not a lot of enthusiasm out there among the buyers, and that is true for right now. Super Retail Group, even though share price has or is up to $18. Risen 7.5%. We haven't seen really big volume coming in today. That could change by the end of the trading session, because this is not the whole day. This is like 5 hours of 6 hours. So maybe there will be some enthusiasm in the last hour, and this could pop up on my unusual volume screener. But Super Retail Group doesn't look that bad. Long-term uptrend, lots of volatility in that uptrend, lots of peaks and troughs, but that's okay. G8 Education. I'm pretty sure this is another one where the market got completely wrong. Share price in an uptrend, looking pretty good. And then today, share price down about 10%. Has recovered a little bit. It's down as low as $1.16. Now it's $1.26. Some big volume coming in as well. Is this the end of the downtrend for G8 Education? I'd probably just stand aside for now. Just wait to see what happens with the share price over the next few days if I was a holder, because the share price still in an uptrend. So it's not completely, it's not a complete loss right now, but I just want to wait. Just be a little bit patient with this one. But not the sort of company I like. Anyway, that's just me. Cogstate. This one was, this one just confirms what the market was thinking. Share price in a downtrend. Not a hideous downtrend. Not like a Big River. It's just been grinding lower and lower. In fact, the catalyst for this downtrend was February of last year. So we're talking about 18 months ago. That was a catalyst. I'm not sure what happened, but you can see over about a 3-day trading period, share price just collapsed from about $2.40 down to $1.20. So it dropped about 50% in about 3 trading days. And since then, share price has continued to drop lower. And not only that, today share price down about 9%. Just above $1, and the last time the share price was at this level for Cogstate was back in June 2021. So we're about a 3-year low for Cogstate. Let's have a look at Hype. No, I've already had a look at Hipages, haven't I? And Universal Stores. Why not have a look at RAS Technology? So RAS Technology is racing and sport. This one does look pretty good. I don't think this company, it might be close to becoming profitable, or maybe operating cash flow and free cash flow positive. It might be close to that inflection point. Maybe that's why the share price is up today. But this is a nice looking chart. Nice uptrend. I'd like to see a little bit bigger volume. There was one nice volume today, however. There's this one spike in volume which just distorts the volume map. I hate that. We should just get rid of the 1-day volume spike here. So RAS Technology actually looks pretty good. It's just a continuation of the uptrend, though. It's not a breakout as per se. Doug, race results during trading. So I actually didn't see it until just before I started recording. And share price was up 5.8%. I thought, oh, this is good. I am a shareholder, by the way. So I thought, oh, this is good. But I just noticed the share price was $3.20 not that long ago. And share price is now $3.09. So did get to $3.20 during today, and it's pulled back. So $3.20 is a bit of resistance level for Doug Technology. So not a breakout, not even a continuation of the uptrend. It's sort of the levels it was yesterday, even though it's up a little bit. Did we have a look at Globe, GLB? I'm pretty sure we did, didn't we? Globe International? No, we didn't. I don't remember this chart. Okay, this one is, well, it's up a nice 23.2%, but it's not a breakout or anything. So nice volume, possibly a good financial report, but not a 3-year high. Share price has been higher than this in the past, or close. But wait there. So at $3.08, the last time share price was this high was in March. Yeah, so it's not. It's a 3-month high, but not a 6-month high. I just don't like the look of it. It's illiquidly traded too. Yeah, not for me, but interesting reaction from the market for Globe. The reject shot. This is another case where the market got it right, I think. Share price in a downtrend. In fact, the share price moved into a downtrend. The catalyst for that downtrend was the results in February. On that particular day, 22nd of February, share price dropped 15.6%. That was the time to get out because the share price has dropped even more since then. Share price tried to move into a rally, an uptrend, but the share price has dropped too much in the last 6 months. You could probably argue there's a bit of a support level right there. Probably see why I think there might be support level right there. Share price skimming along about $3.10, skimming along it for a while. Then it rose and then came back, skimmed along for a while, rose and then came back, and didn't skim it for any period of time, and then rose again, and now has pulled back to that level. So $3.10 or around that level is an important level for the reject shot. But I am rejecting the reject shot as a buy right now. And I have more companies here. I forgot about these. Redox. I'm not going to show you Redox. I think Redox is one where the share price has dropped during the day. Yep. It's another one, but I'm not concerned. I am a holder of this one, but I'm not concerned about that. A company called Growthpoint Properties. This one up 5.7%, but not a breakout. I am refusing to call that a breakout. Codan. Did I show you Codan? In fact, I have. This is horrible. I'm just going through my breakout on my unusual volume list because I just forget which companies were on that. This is another case of a beautiful uptrend and just a continuation of that uptrend. So the results, I think the market expected pretty good results from Codan, and they delivered, or possibly the results were a little bit better than expected, or maybe the guidance was a little bit better than expected, but nice day for Codan. Share price up about 10%. You can't complain about that. And also we have Eagers Automotive. And this is another case where I've already shown you this. That's right. It was on my screen. I can't believe it. And I've already shown you MA Financial, Servcorp. So we've got a few more. Just want to show you SGP, Stockland. For some reason, this is on my lists. Up 3.8%. And does look like it's at a 3-month high. The volume, though, low. So again, the volume is low. A1N, I don't know anything about this company. It's a media company. And I'd say the share price is, or the chart is crap. Share price down 11.8%. You can see why I put this on my list. Share price down a fair bit, but the chart looks horrible. And if this is a media company, run away as fast as you can. And finally, before we get to the one chart I want to show you, MVF, which is Monahs IVF Group. This is one I think the market sort of got right. I'm going to get rid of this purple box. A really nice uptrend. It's sort of the uptrend or sentiment and uptrend changed in early 2023 and remained in that uptrend for about 15 months. A bit of weakness in the chart. Around about May into June. So the market was becoming a little bit wary. Share price started to move into another uptrend and then today sort of put an end to that. So I think the market was becoming a little bit wary about this company and their results. And I think today the company proved the market's wariness absolutely correct. So that's Monahs IVF Group. I have had a few questions about this company in the past, but I think this chart now doesn't look nowhere near as good as what it did this time last year. This time last year, beautiful uptrend. And finally, Moneyme. Now, I'm just going to see if Moneyme share price has not taken a dive in the last 20 minutes. No, in fact, it's gone up a little bit. I want to see the share price pull back, maybe to 10.5, 10 cents. But you can see a lot of buyers have been filling those 5-cent increments at 10 cents. Below 10 cents, not much at all. So I think this is very close. I'm very close to calling this a breakout. So let's have a look at the chart for Moneyme. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So Moneyme, I have discussed this company a few times, and I bought at 10 cents the other day. And this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so if you go back to January of this year, the share price went on a nice, late last year, November, December, share price went on a nice little rally from about 5 cents all the way up to 10 cents. But at 10 cents, in 5 consecutive days, the share price tried to get above 10 cents, went to 10.5 cents in 4 of those days, but failed. So there was no strength in the buyers. There was too much enthusiasm of the sellers to keep the share price above 10 cents. So again, this is a fight between the buyers and sellers, and the sellers were too enthusiastic. Share price then took a little bit of a dive, which is understandable, back to 8 cents. Sort of meandered around, not a lot of volume coming through. Share price just dropping slowly, nothing too exciting. Share price started to move up in late July. You can see a bit of volume. Again, there's that one spike in volume here in May. So I just want to get rid of that volume. There it is. Some good volume coming in. When the share price started to go higher, that's a good sign. Share price got to 10 cents or 10.5 cents back on the 2nd of August. So not that long ago, 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. And it failed again. Share price pulled all the way back to 8 cents. And then it started to go up again. And then on the 19th of August, it went to 11 cents and then pulled all the way back to 9.5 cents. And then either bought on that day or the next day. Might have been the next day. And then the next day, share price broke above 10 cents, finished at 10.5 cents, which was important. That was important because none of these other days where the share price tried to get above 10 cents, did the share price close at or above 10 cents. On the 20th of August, it did. It closed at 10.5 cents. The next day, it dropped to 10 cents, closed at 10 cents. And then today, share price opened at 10.5 cents and has gone to a high of 12.5 cents. So this is a classic breakout. So no financial news. I suppose it's not a classic. There's no financial news, but that financial news is not overly important in charts like this. I will definitely trade when I see a chart like this. The last time the share price of this company was at 12 cents was way back in May 2023. So I suppose 15-month high. Nice looking shot. So I will be waiting. I've taken a small position, my initial position, and I will be waiting to see if there's any pullback. And if I see a pullback, I will add to my position with Moneyme. Okay, so that's all I have for today's video. If you have any questions, and by the way, I did not show you so many other companies who released results today. So we're talking about Capital Health, Babylon Power and Pump released results yesterday. Experience Co, Auckland Airport, Sky City, Mitchell Services, Veeam, Kinetico, St. Barbara, Regis Resources, I think, IPH, although they're in a trading hold, AIC Mines, Clearview, Beacon Lighting, Lindsay Australia. What else? Cube, QUB, Whitehaven Coal, Sonic Healthcare, ASG. What's ASG? That's the automotive something. Pete, not a person. G Engineering, EQT, something. Yeah, there we go. So if you have any questions, any thoughts, leave those in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I am not a financial advisor. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.